How's it going, everybody? Adam here from Coding Basics, and welcome to the first tutorial in my Programming Leap Motion with Python series. Yesterday, I finished wrapping up my Programming Leap Motion with Java series, and so I'm going to move on to another language, and like I said, it's Python. Leap Motion can support Java, Python, C++, C Sharp, JavaScript, and I think there's another one that I can't remember, and I am going to try to touch them all of them. So let's get started. First thing, you are going to need a Leap motion sensor, obviously, for this tutorial. If you don't have one, you can get one off Amazon, and it's around 70-80 bucks, I think. So yeah, about $79.99, and you can get free shipping with that if you want the slow shipping. So assuming at this point you have a Leap Motion, let's start by doing all the downloading and installation. That's all we're going to do in this video. The next video we'll get into some coding. So go to developer.leapmotion.com. Click on I accept. Now before you get here, you'll notice up here my username is in. But you will have to sign in or register before you can download the development kit. So make sure you're signed in or signed up if you haven't signed up yet, and then you'll be able to click this checkbox. Otherwise, right here it'll say sign in or sign up. But I am already signed in, so just click on I accept the SDK terms and conditions. You can open and read them if you want. And it automatically detects which operating system you're using, Windows or me. And then there is the OS X and Linux versions as well, if you're on one of those platforms. So just click on the download button, and it will start the download. To save time, I've already have this downloaded. You can see the file right here. So I am not going to download it. You guys download it, pause the video, and then start watching again once it's downloaded. So, where is it? Right here. Right click on it and either click on extract all, or in my case, I'd click on extract here using 7-zip. That's how I use it. And then once that's done, you're going to end up with this folder right here, Leap Development Kit underscore 2.0.3. And when you open that folder, there's a README file, which you can read if you want. It'll give you some installation instructions, as well as just a little bit of information on Leap. But simplest way to install all the drivers is to double click on this here. Say yes to allow access, click on next, and it is going to start the installation. It's installing all the Leap Motion software you need, as well as Airspace. Airspace is kind of like the Leap Motion's app store, so you can get like Fruit Ninja and different apps like that that are compatible with the Leap Motion. So also, one thing I'll mention, a couple times I've found my computer not picking up on my Leap Motion. In that case, I just reinstall all the drivers by double clicking on that, and it seems to fix the problem. So if you come across that, just keep that in the back of your mind. Now I'm going to plug in my Leap Motion here into my computer, and then just launch this skeletal visualizer that comes with it. So you can see it picking up on my right hand now, and yeah, it gets all the joints of my fingers. The ball you'll see in the middle of my hand, that's the palm of my hand. You can use both hands. So yeah, just wanted to show you the Leap Motion working. Now for coding in Python, we're going to need the Leap SDK, which stands for Software Development Kit. And in here, inside the lib folder, you'll see all the different um, libraries that we can program the Leap with. So these are for the C#, here's for Python, and then the Java one. And then inside here are all the DLL and .lib files that are needed. So what I would do, instead of having it in your downloads folder, I'd copy this Leap SDK and then paste it somewhere else on your computer. I have mine in this development folder. So inside here is Leap SDK, and inside here is our library. Now we are going to set up a project. So what we need is to copy some of this stuff to where we're going to save our file for our project. Now either copy the leap.py or the leap.pyc, which is a compiled Python file. I'm going to copy the leap.pyc. You can copy either, it doesn't matter. And now I'm going to open up a new file explorer. Where I save all my Python files is in my C drive in a folder I created called source, and in here are some of the different languages I run out of PowerShell or terminal, command line, whatever you're using. I created this folder before I started the tutorial called Leap with Python. So in here, copy and paste that. Now, this is very important. I'm assuming you already have Python installed. If not, go to my channel. I have a full video in my introduction to Python series on how to set up Python. But launch PowerShell, run Python, and it'll tell you which version. I'm on the 32-bit version. So even though I have a 64-bit computer, I'm running the 32-bit version of Python. That is very important. So since I'm on the 32-bit, I'm going to go into the 32-bit folder instead of the 64-bit one. Now, there's a couple things we need. One, we need the leap.dll file. Next, we need the leap-python.pyd file. And I think there's one more. I'm not sure if we need it, but I'm going to copy the leap.lib folder just in case we do. So Control-C. Copy those three files. We may not need the leap.lib one, but it's not going to hurt to put it in here. So now, we have everything we need to run Leap with Python, hopefully. And we are going to create our file that we're going to be doing all our coding in for this series. So I'm going to use Sublime file, create a new file if you need to, and then save as. Navigate to the same folder, so C drive, source, Leap with Python, and I'm just going to call this Leap Motion app .py. Alright. So now inside this folder we have our Python file that we're going to run everything. We're going to do our coding and running of the file. Now before I finish this tutorial off, let me show you. I made a sample one up before this tutorial started of what we're going to be learning. So change directory. I gotta go to my C drive. C drive into my source folder, and then Python. And then to launch it, Python. And I made this file that is called sample.py. And you can see some of the information the Leap is displaying. I'm going to put my left hand over the controller now. It's picking up, you can see all the different bone types, and then when I hit enter, it stopped. So that's some of the stuff we're going to be going over. Different information that the Leap Motion can pick up. So keep watching the tutorials. I'll try to do as many as I can in the next coming week. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment on the video, like the video, and subscribe. Also, if you speak Spanish, get a hold of me. I'm trying to start a Spanish version of Coding Basics just so I can help more people. So if you want to make tutorials with me, please get a hold of me. Love to hear from you. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.